This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Southern California. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down. The tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
And the Rams.
Here we go. Smash. Count. Ready.
First and 10.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up second.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Hawk 70.
They'll go again with Williams. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That one into the hands of Atwell. He's to the 15, and he will score. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Rams. That is first touchdown of the new year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5. Play action now. It's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Gain of 26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Returnable from his own 4. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
15-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 15-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And you'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To throw is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Omar Speights. He gets in to drop him for his 1st sack of the young season. On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Florida. And And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect. But, man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it. And, boy, did he ever.
The extra point from Hardy is good. And the Rams will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. On the ground, this is Harvey. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on third and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
He's got room to roam. And he will get into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. That his second TD catch of the season. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down. Cougar 19. Check, check. Go.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70. Ryan.
They run over center with Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Arnold. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
28-yard line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
That's good.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
Mustang 19.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's into the end zone. Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Broncos 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A 1st down throw for Nix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. It's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
It is third and long. Nix from the gun on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Now it's Williams. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. So, first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on second down. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
77.
On the carry, it's Williams. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rough right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. Here's second and 9.
19 Tiger. Now Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards to go.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 14 on the pickup. First down, L.A.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready, ready.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That finds Nakua downfield. Complete. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10
Ready.
at the
Check match.
13-yard
Check
line.
match. 60 by 6.
They'll go with Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. As the clock will start. stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
19, Cougar 19. Go.
He'll drop to throw. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Davis Allen. Touchdown, LA. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
2nd down. Nix. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Chris Barnes.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Buffalo, Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Going for it all. That is caught. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Kobe Turner getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Left 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third and long.
Ready. Bronco 80. Bronco 80. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
For the Rams field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line. Here's second down and 3. And in motion is Ingram. Toss, right side, that's Harvey. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He was covered by Cameron Kinches.
They'll look to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll move this ball way down play for the Broncos. 31 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's in! Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, it is Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle by Zach Allen. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second
From
and
the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Top low 18.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Cavity Lions.
Now, faking the give. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Rolling right. Taking off. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
He'll check this down to Corum out of the backfield. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and This isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Check, Panther. Here we go. Check.
Williams trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Check, hunt.
Now this looks like a design run, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Ready, set. Ready, go.
He's going to try to do this himself, and he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Rams. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
On the return, here's Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Nick snap on first and 10. He'll get that complete to Franklin. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is brought in. And he's going to be marched down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Rams will take over at their own 15.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Yards on the play.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
On the tackle.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Throwing now on third and long. He gets this complete, finding Adams. 17 yards that time to number 17.
Rams, first down.
79 Broncos.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
2 minutes
line.
remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
1970 Lions.
Back to throw. Forced out left. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
A gain of 5.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Exiting the pocket right. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Rams first down. First
Here we
and
go,
10
Jack.
at the 24-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got room to roam. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Viking 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced to his right. This one caught at the 4.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
Moving to his left. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here we go. One final play. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he'll be brought down there.